Maksimovic, he doesn't have like solid openings. What is this? Some weird French? Already weaknesses.
Knight c6 French, and
this is a sideline. Magnus, I think, used to do it. Rapport also played it once or twice.
So knight c6, queen g4. If I'm not mistaken, Vasily Ivanchuk used to have a soft spot for this line, but he would go king f8.
Like to play king f8 anywhere, but it's not.
Yeah, recently I think they found their ways, and they found their ways, and it's not a great line. It doesn't, is no longer playable almost. G6, and Giri quite quickly plays a move which I don't know if it's covered in Giri's e4 repertoire, if this course exists, but Queen f4. Queen f4, not the most popular move by far, so Knight f3 being a choice, a4, h4, like pretty much any rook pawn you can move. That's
Well, it's the first computer move. He will just have checked. Anish always well prepared, and is also logical enough. The queen did her job on g4. Now goes to f4, where she can't be harassed, and after knight g7, she could be ready to enter on f6 here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure French specialists will have other opinions, but to me, this looks so shaky strategically already without the dark square bishop.
Yeah, all these holes, yeah.
I know what you do, maybe h6. Try to fix some holes before the rain comes in.
Right, but so I'm not even sure why I'll be paying such a high price. Like if you think of it, like sometimes Black even gets to sacrifice this like H and G pawn, but at least he destroys the center, has some initiative going on the queen side. Here, like why doesn't have to do anything like outstanding? You develop your pieces, right? You get knight f3, bishop d2, and yeah, looks like you're better after 10 moves.
I guess what Black usually wants in these lines, I don't know.
Queen a5 and
get
queen
there,
to
but
a4.
Some version of Queen a5, c4, and Queen a4, and then try to survive whatever onslaught is coming on the king side. Potentially get his king to the queen side and make it a sort of weird shuffling game. Computer will always say white is better, but if you don't collapse directly, these positions, I could imagine, I'm making random moves, but just to illustrate, are kind of hard to play. And sometimes this king side, it looks ugly, but it's not
very hard to
collapsing
get
directly.
them, It's very hard to get them.
Not saying I like it, but I guess often like keeping it closed here and then trying.
So queen a5 was played. Bishop d2, I imagine, is almost automatic. And there is one move to try, which is like queen a4 immediately. But then I'm not sure what white.
I reject it because it allows DC, but I haven't
DC,
given it much
DC,
thought.
DC5, queen c2.
I've seen something similar. I don't know if this is some theory, but I've seen some line where they go for this.
Not a big fan of this one, but
still bad though.
Yeah.
job by Anish. Very interesting game. And he does overcome. I know it wasn't a direct checkmate, but it was good enough. Didn't have to sacrifice all his pieces. Queen c5. Forced resignation after king a8.
Now you go check and rook b7, right?
This is still checkmate, yeah. Although I would wait for it. The problem is rook b7 directly.
Rook b7 directly, and
I mean, this is what you should avoid. So I would still have waited for that, but apparently Maksimovic had seen enough. Let me scroll down further, looking for
something
Lama.
that is still on.
Grandmaster Mut.